So the Golden Knights did the thing. They signed Carter Hart to a PTO. Let's talk about it. For whatever reason you didn't know, Carter Hart was a part of the five players in the Hockey Canada scandal, where those five players were accused of and eventually acquitted from sexual assault charges. Basically, if you don't know anything about this case, I highly recommend that you inform yourself to know why this is such a big deal. Because at the end of the day, Carter, one of these players signing with a team after everything that's happened has a lot of implications, particularly off the ice. Briefly go over the on the ice stuff. Why this hockey team would sign this goaltender. Carter Hart had a lot of promise before this as a young goaltender. I believe he was 24 or 25 before everything happened with the Philadelphia Flyers. He hasn't played since January 2024, and he can only start playing in December 1st, 2025, if he were to sign an actual deal with the Golden Knights. The reason the Golden Knights signed him to a tryout contract instead of an actual contract is just to kind of ramp him up. He hasn't played in a long time, give him a chance to reestablish himself as an NHL starter. This is all reporting done by Chris Johnson at The Athletic, but the rumors do indicate that he will be signing a 1 or 2 year deal with the Vegas Golden Knights if all things go well. Keep things brief, Hart put up respectable numbers as a goalie, 906 save percentage, 280 goals against average for a bad Flyers team, and he was a really highly touted prospect who put up really good numbers for a decent Flyers team when he entered the league, giving him all this promise. And he's only 27, so essentially he should be hitting his prime. Initially, the NHL's reasoning for letting these players back into the league was basically saying, well, they lost millions of dollars, they lost 2 years out of their prime, they've learned their lesson, which, whatever. There's no guarantee that these players are any good anyway, and that's besides the point. This is just setting the worst precedent ever, and of course it's the Vegas Golden Knights doing. I mean, they can't even act like they don't know what they're doing is wrong. I mean, they wouldn't even answer questions about it. Mark Lazarus of The Athletic literally got kicked out and got his reporting privileges revoked for a preseason game and a practice for asking Noah Hannafin about the potential of, the Vegas Golden Knights being in rumors of signing these players. By the way, Noah Hannafin never really said anything about it. It was just the team being really stupid, and honestly, that I can go on about that for hours. Read the room, Vegas. If you have to put out a whole PR statement when you sign somebody, is it really the best idea to be signing that guy? Between the gymnastics that they always do year in, year out with the LTIR and Mark Stone miraculously getting an injury at the same time every year to make them circumvent the salary cap, and now this, the Golden Knights are just so unlikable. Again, my take on this is going to be the same always, is do they really need to be back in the league? Are we really going to suffer that much if they just don't come back into the league? Yes, I understand they were acquitted, they weren't criminally charged, and the league will respect the legal proceedings, right? But I just